About a year ago, I reviewed the Yongnuo 50mm 1.8 Mark I. I compared it to the Canon 50mm 1.8 STM. The Yongnuo got completely annihilated in almost every category. I don't know what to say, man. So I decided to buy their updated version. Oh yeah, the Yongnuo 50mm 1.8 Mark II. Yongnuo has completely redesigned the Mark II, with supposedly better image quality, better build quality. You can use it for APS-C cameras, Sony cameras using an adapter, and full frame cameras. But the question remains, is it any good? If you're looking into updating your kit lens and you want to buy a new lens, a better lens, most of us choose to go for the 50mm 1.8. And that is because we can really separate the subject with the background. You're going to get amazing blurry background. You get like a more cinematic look, a more professional look in general. The difference between a kit lens, for example, that opens up onto 3.5 compared to the 1.8 is huge, both when it comes to low light performance and how blurry your background is. And a 50mm lens is so versatile. You can use it for portraits, product photography, nature, everything. Check out this video here to see examples of where you can use a 50mm lens if that interests you. But one of the biggest advantages of having a 1.8 lens is the bokeh. The bokeh you get from the Mark II version is fantastic. It's really clean, it's nice and big. Look at the difference here to this lens, which is over $1,200. The bokeh is smaller because it only opens up till 2.8, and the bokeh is not that clean. The colors you get from the lens is very good as well. I mean, you might say that depends on the camera, but in some cases the lens is actually more important than the camera. And I'm happy to say that the colors you get from this little guy is top notch. I don't think that you could see a difference between this one and the STM version from Canon. If you want to see a comparison between the Canon STM and this Yongnuo Mark II version, stay tuned because I am working on that video and that should be up and running soon. The focusing distance is at 35 centimeters, so you can get really nice and up close to what you're taking a picture of or filming. The 50mm 1.8 Mark I from Yongnuo was not very sharp. It struggled a little bit with the focus as well, the autofocus, and was horribly noisy. The updated version, I am happy to say that it is sharper. It is also much more quiet. The sound is almost as quiet as the Canon 50mm 1.8 STM. The size is a little bit bigger compared to the Mark I version, but the biggest advantage now is that you have a metal mount, just like the Canon STM version. The autofocus is there. It's not very reliable at times, and it's a little bit jerky. I mean, look at this example and look at the bokeh in the background. This applies more to the video shooters out there. Sometimes it misses it, just something to keep in mind. It's an EF or EFS mount, meaning that you can put it on APS-C cameras with the 1.6 crop, meaning that the 50mm is more like an 80mm. It works with full frame cameras as well. If you want to put it on a M50 or an R5, R6 or a different mount, you do need to use an adapter. I use it for my Sony camera. I bought like a cheap manual adapter. However, if you want to have the autofocus and all of the electronics coming from the lens, you need to have an electronic adapter, which can be quite expensive, but at least you do have the option. It might cost more than the lens itself. Before we continue, let me tell you quickly about where I get my music from. I get all of my music and sound effects from Artlist, today's sponsor. I've been using Artlist for years for both commercial work, YouTube, whatever I have. I use Artlist because of their amazing quality. Their catalog is growing on a daily basis, and the license covers everything, even if you are making a movie for the cinema, TV show, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Artlist Music covers everything. If you sign up using my link below, you're gonna get 2 months for free, thanks to our friends in Artlist. Now, let's continue with the video. If you're interested in buying the lens, make sure that you are buying the Mark II version. Look at the difference, look for the red ring, metal mount, and you're good to go. But how does it compare to the Canon 50mm 1.8 STM, which I have been filming the whole video with? Do you like the image? I have started comparing them, and I can tell you that the results are shocking. Make sure you subscribe for that one. If you like this video, please give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.